Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Hope that you're all doing well and everyone is okay. Well, today is the 11th of September, everyone. A 20-year anniversary of times, a day, I should say, that changed the trajectory or changed many things in humanity. 20 years back, 9/11 happened with all those lives that were lost. I'd like to just take a moment in their honor, in their memory. Just a moment of silence for those souls 20 years back that left this world very unexpectedly and very unfairly, unjust. So just a moment of silence, please, in their memory. Okay, everyone. Now, I hope that you're all doing well. The moon ingressed into Scorpio. Last night, Greek time. We had a bit of a tower moment. We lost our kitty, Megas, our little one. It was a hit and run, so he lost his life. He's gone over to heaven. We buried him this morning, and that's what we do with our pets. He was only a few months old. He was like a teenager, we could say. The little brother of Agape and Eros. And Agape has been looking for him all over the house. Anyway, today, as the moon was ingressing into Scorpio, this is what happened for us, and it was a bit of a shock. Unexpectedly, he actually went through the fence to the next door neighbors yesterday, and they've got a couple of dogs, so we were trying to get him from next door. He just wanted to, he was very marsh and very much of, he was going to be quite the warrior of a cat, male. He had huge paws, a very long tail, very strong, sort of a character. That's why we called him Megas. But anyway, yeah, he's gone now, and we're left very empty today. Anyway, so not very good news, unfortunately. As soon as September 11 entered, it was harsh for us. Just wanted to those of you that are followers here of Divine Debut, the astrology, my astrology anyway, shows something like that happening. Uranus is involved, and Uranus is very sudden. Well, the moon is right across from Uranus, so the moon is practically at the same degrees as Uranus in Taurus. So the moon is in Scorpio now at about the 16th degree. So it would have been probably exact that at that moment. And Well, Scorpio is all about death, transformation, loss. I hope that you are all doing fine. I know times are really hard for everyone. Just wanted also to mention to a lot of you that are interested, I will be talking about a couple more things as the reading ends. For those of you that are interested, please stay on. For others, I want to have a little bit of a chat concerning some experiences that I've had. So stay on after the reading if you are interested. All right, I want to thank Sweeter. Sweeter, thank you for your gift. It's at the post office. I'm so looking forward to seeing your gift. Thank you so much. And also Carol. Carol, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your gift, your donation. You are so sweet. I know that there is a lot of love that is shared on this channel, and it really is very, very much about giving and receiving. That's what this channel is all about. It's all about generosity. Generosity of spirit doesn't have to be, generosity doesn't have to come in material form, right? It comes through loving words. It comes through soul connections. And I do feel connected to a lot of you. We do email back and forth, message, whether it's through Patreon, whatever it is. I feel like we are a huge, big, happy family, a big soul and heart family. And I really do appreciate all of you. Let's see what's going on today, 11th of September of 2021. What are the energies today, please, Spirit? 5 of Swords. There's going to be a get-together in the city of Thessaloniki. I don't know about Athens, but a lot of young people are heeding the call to get together at the symbol of Alexander the Great down in the city of Thessaloniki. And they're all there to, this is like a pushback to anything that's mandatory, that's really against the law, that the governments are pushing for. So it's a big, big day for our city today. 5 of Swords is not good energies. There could be trouble. This is conflict. But in this deck here, everyone, I do see the crow eating away at his mind. So it's all about the way we perceive things. The man in the background is looking as though he's happy to be free. So this is freeing up ourselves from those dark thoughts, from the coercion or whatever is happening in our own lives. Even if you are in a challenging state, try to come from a place of heart and not whether there is logic or not. Okay. 5 of Swords, fives, changes. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a messenger. It looks like a happy energy here. As you could see, the page wants to go on that journey, wants to take a risk, wants to move forward, send out that message, go on that journey and be able to be free. Remember, this is, for me, this speaks of the Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius is all about optimism, expansion, growth, but also wanting to go on a certain journey. Is it psychological, emotional, whatever it is. 8 of Pentacles, Virgo. This could be something that some of you are trying to create. Something, and this could also be anything to do with legalities that's trying to hold you back on, and something that you're working on. You want to take a risk. You want to send out that message. You want to put in the effort. Some of us are wanting to obviously move towards what it is that we desire, but there's details that are missing and things we need to look at. Virgo, Eight of Pentacles, this could be related to work, of course. What is this Five of Swords and Seven of Swords? So something concerning stealth, secrecy. Someone's trying to pull the wool over our eyes here. Seven of Swords is not a healthy energy. So someone's, is it the collective? Is it a person in your life? They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes, and it's really putting your head, it's doing your head in here. Let's take one more on that Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. We've got the Ten of Wands. This is where we need to drop the burden and make the changes where we've been stuck. We need to drop the burden, make the changes, pack our bags and move on. This does speak to movement. Someone's trying to get away with something here, leaving some conflict. Someone's trying to sneak away. Is it, we see the lights here, it looks like it's getting dark. So someone is wishing and hoping to leave a burdensome cycle in their life, and that could even be movement, literal movement. Let's look at the Page of Wands. What's going on with the Page of Wands? We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. This risk, this wanting to go on that adventure and that journey, that means leaving something that was very unhealthy to start over, start something new, and that could be at a physical distance. Page of Wands, remember, is that page that is ready to embark on a new journey. It's the minor arcana of the Fool. So some following one's heart and following something that we feel is more of value to us. And this is something that started from the past. You could see the roots that have grown on this pentacle. So we've got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, strong here. Virgo. And we've got Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's take one more card on this area here. And we've got the Three of Cups, everyone. So a new beginning, and this could be a group effort. This could also be the possibility of a reconciliation. Someone's leaving a chapter in their life that really was not for them. They've finished the burden, they've done the work here, and there's a new cycle that's beginning here, like a restart. Now, this could be pertaining to something from the past, something that we felt was of value, was promising, that would give back. So the work that's been done, even though we're closing this door, we've done the work there. It's as though the karma, we've resolved our karma. Remember that the Ten of Wands turns into the Ace of Wands, which is like the light coming on, seeing the truth. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles. We have Judgment. So the card of Scorpio, Pluto, Judgment, a crisis, a restart, aid coming from Spirit, saying that whatever we've been working on or we're working towards for the future, there is help coming through from Archangel Michael. We have the Six of Wands, everyone. The Six of Wands does speak to career. It speaks to coming into balance. Six of Wands, a victory, a recognition, even recovery, I'm going to say here. And this is my Leo energy. Remember, Six of Wands speaks to someone that's in a position where there's recognition. They're being applauded by other people. There's respect. There's admiration. There's success in the Six of Wands. Let's take one more card. And we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is Gemini. So someone's following their North Node, following their calling, even though it's been tough. And the Lovers, Gemini, of course. We've also got the bow and arrow here, which does speak to Sagittarius, which is where the South Node of the Moon is transiting. Remember, as I was saying recently, Juno had been retrograding. Juno, which is the wife of Zeus, Jupiter. Juno speaks to our commitments, marriage, right? And the South Node being there, which means we've been needing to shed, to look at our commitments, whatever commitments they are, because Juno was a mother, right? Any sort of commitments that did not work well with our life or that have run their course. Remember, the South Node is what we should be. It's our comfort zone, but this is something that we need to be leaving because it's outrun its course. We need to be growing towards the Lovers. And the Lovers is a love union. It is also coming from a place of head or heart. I feel that we need to leave whatever's been up in our heads. Our perception needs to change. We need to remember Sagittarius is our beliefs. It's our beliefs. It's how we've grown up. It's our truths. It's anything that we feel for us was our truth. We need to change it. We need to move away from that. We need to grow from that. And it's getting uncomfortable, obviously. And Juno has started to move direct, which it passed over that South Node, which is like saying the time has already passed. We should be already on our way to what the North Node in Gemini speaks to us. Where is Gemini in your chart? Where is Sagittarius? That axis, in which area of life is it for you? And the Lovers is a decision, of course, many times between two people. Three of Cups could also speak to a love triangle. Three people in the picture. Five of Swords, the same thing. It shows three people. So someone hasn't been living in a situation that they've been in. Remember, the Judgment card can speak to a decision, a major decision that someone is needing to make. And the decision is about love, is about coming from the heart. And it is us feeling, and being called towards what it is that's deep in our heart, something that we feel will bring us into balance, harmony. And that could also speak to decisions concerning a partnership at work, a group effort at work. Okay, Six of Wands has got the potential that through the work and with the help of Spirit and through an important decision that we will come into balance. We've got two sixes here. We've got the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords, again, is the Aquarian energy. He's got the bow and arrow on his back again, which the bow and arrow does speak to also Chiron, the centaur Chiron, which is in Aries at this time. And the centaur Chiron is all about healing. He's the medicine man. And it does relate to the centaur Sagittarius, right? Our beliefs are going through healing. They're going through change. The bow and arrow also speaks to hitting the target. Remember, in archery, the centaur, either Chiron or Sagittarius, they're right on target. They don't miss the target. So there is a point of success here. We have the anchor. The anchor can speak to work and can speak to someone's stability. This is getting grounded. There's the fox, which is the 7 of swords. We have the key. So something concerning a solution. Remember, I was just talking about Chiron, and Chiron, the glyph of Chiron is a key. So there is a solution to break out of this imprisonment, this cage. We know a cage can speak to prison, can speak to imprisoning thoughts, perceptions, rules and regulations, which is Saturn. Saturn moving through Aquarius. Saturn is the governments trying to keep the lock and key, humanity under lock and key. There is the blockage, which is the Tower. The Tower can speak to, this does remind me very much of the Hierophant, which is any forms of governments, institutions, red tape, legalities. This could be a business, this could be someone's upbringing, right? Their thoughts and their perceptions, whatever it is that keeps us from being able to move forward. The Tower in the Lenormand speaks to Saturn in Capricorn, which speaks to delays, rules, regulations, oppression, and establishments. But the fox here, which can speak to sneakiness, it could also speak to intelligence. So there's a form of control or something, our freedom, a freedom from a situation, or the key not being found because of restrictions, because of karma, because of timing. The fox is very positive here for me because he's looking back to the past. And you know, it's interesting with the Twin Towers, and we've got the Tower here and the fox, and I'm getting the goosebumps. The fox does speak to stealth. This can speak to wounding. And of course the anchor does speak to, you know, a sense of being grounded or someone's security. I'm going to see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the book, and the book speaks to secrecy. It speaks to unknown matters. It speaks to, this could be saying that there's been lessons that we've been going through, or there's still hidden information. I want to take one card on the fox. This could also speak to intelligence, being able to, you know, have that X-ray vision. And I'm going to say with Venus having entered Scorpio, Venus does go very deep. Scorpio does have the ability to have that X-ray vision, to see through the darkness and through the fears and through the, through secrecy and through the mysteries. There's a lot of mysteries going on out there in the world, everyone. He could see straight through. He could see straight through. He's looking for a solution. Let's see, with the help of spirit. And we've got the divine feminine here, a very earthy, very watery. The girl next door, she's very grounded. She's very much about doing the work. She's got an open book, actually. So that's really interesting to me, that she's got the ability to see whatever this blockage is, to find a solution concerning her stability, her home. The anchor can also speak to your country, your homeland. We've got the bouquet, which is an offer, and the garden. So where someone's happiness is concerned, or concerning an offer, you know, the bouquet does speak to Jupiter and Sagittarius. What is blocking? And the garden is also number 20, which is like the judgment card. Number 20, this is Uranus and Aquarius. So this speaks to society, public affairs, teamwork, networks. I'm going to say beware of an offer here that could come through social media, that could come from people that are in charge. That is, it's like a trap. I feel here with the book. Use use your intelligence. Make sure you do your homework, do the detective work, Virgo energies, Sun still moving through Virgo. Remember, Neptune is right across. Yeah, I'm going to take one more card on this, Divine Feminine. And we've got the Ring. And the Ring does speak to, can speak to a contract, can speak to a marriage, a cycle, a difficult cycle maybe, or a commitment, a contract, an offer that's been blocked because of Neptune, because of a lack of clarity. Now, with the Knight of Swords being the general energy here, he's rushing in, I don't know, seeking information, discerning, quick communication coming through, someone trying to fix either paperwork and Mercury is going to retrograde very soon, just around the corner. So whatever it is that you're hoping to either sign, do whatever dealings you've got, whatever offer is on the table here, I'm going to say double check your information, because I've said after the 20th, it's not a good time to sign any contracts. There will be a lot of illusion and maybe a lot of misunderstandings. So remember, the Knight of Swords can also speak to legalities or maybe even harsh words, harsh truths. There's the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, an ending, backstabbing, backbreaking, fears, endings. And we've got the Hermit and the Ace of Swords, everyone. So as I said, do your detective work. Whatever you feel has ended with the Ten of Swords here. And we've got the Ten of Wands here. For some of you, I'm going to say maybe this has not ended. If it's something that you were hoping would not end, it's maybe the blockages here, because the ring is here, the offer is on the table. For some of you that are mourning a certain ending, don't bet your life on that ending having taken place. For those of you that are leaving, again, I don't feel you're leaving an unhealthy situation. I don't feel that you're totally out of the woods yet. Okay, because remember that the ring does speak to a cycle, and a cycle does speak to that devil energy or karma, a karmic situation. We don't have all the information yet, everyone. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is very similar here to this Divine Feminine. Queen of Pentacles is very motherly. She is the hearth of the home. She is someone that's very stable, very good with their money. Queen of Pentacles, she holds that Ace of Pentacles, everyone, which can speak to this pentacle here, that's something that she started from the past. And the Queen of Swords, very discerning. I feel that this is the same person, someone who's been using their logic, someone who could be going through legalities. Queen of Swords is my Libra card, and we've got the Hanging Man here. So yes, the Neptune energy. Ace of Swords, using one's perception, intelligence. I feel that there is a sense of those of you that have been, using your heart only, maybe it's time to sort of seek. Remember, we've got the Hermit here as well. Seek, try and be intelligent, try to read between the lines, but it's not detaching. Do not detach from your heart. What it is, listen to your heart as well. See, what is your heart telling you? I want to take 3 cards on the book here. What is this mystery and this secrecy about? What are we going to be learning about? We have the Star, which is a wish fulfillment. The Star can also speak to, it is a card of hope. It is a card of bare truth. Someone being in their birthday suit obviously does speak to raw truth, and the Aquarius energy is that. Remember, this could speak to social media, wish fulfillment maybe, that's promising at a distance, at a timely or physical distance. We've got the world, again, we've got Venus in the womb here. Something concerning the world, worldly matters. Remember, we've got the blockages here. That's why we've got Saturn and Uranus moving through fixed signs, squaring all year. Those restrictive changes or difficult changes for all of us in our lives are being changed. Doesn't matter how hard it is and what it is we're going through right now. The 4 fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, don't like change, but the world card is here. It does speak to, yes, the cycle, but also a difficult ending, the possibility of a difficult ending here, because Venus has now entered the underworld, ingressing into Scorpio. So any forms of value, love, money, all those issues. And remember, as I said, Venus in Scorpio, she goes deep. She wants intimacy. She wants to go. She's visiting Hades, everyone. She's visiting Hades. So her energy is changing. She wants that intimacy, that emotional, that physical intimacy. And through that, the transformation will take place. So, the world card could be a very positive card, because it does speak to successfully ending a major cycle, just like with the 6 of Wands here. But it could also pose as a restrictive energy, which we've got the fox here and says we need to be intelligent. Let's see what the last card says. We've got the 7 of Wands. This says to keep working, keep fighting, even though we're against so much. 6 of Wands and 7 of Wands, which says we're going to be called to action, to continue. 7 is also the Chariot. Remember, it's the Chariot. So we've still, remember, the Chariot is we are needing to take those, take leadership, take that chariot and move forward, even though we're being, divided, going this way or going that way. What is it that you believe? What is it that you believe in? We need to look towards the future and not be coerced into going this way or that way. Humanity needs to keep a straight line moving forward, and we need to still do the work, because this can speak to conflict. Remember, 7s. Let's take another card on that 7 of Wands. Another 7 of Cups. We still need to keep fighting, even though the possibilities of many doors opening are here, but there's still a lot of unknown information. But we've got the Ace of Cups, so whatever we're fighting for, whatever we are wanting to take a risk towards, it is going to bring a sense of celebration, togetherness. 3 of Cups is we are all sisters and brothers. Doesn't matter what color, what religion, what race we are from. We're all the same. We're all equal. Okay, and this is the hand of Spirit, the hand of God. This is an offering here. So, with so many aces today, it does speak to new beginnings. I love to see that. And we've got the Knight of Swords once more. So, quick information coming through. Cutting words, cutting information, difficult legal battles that are going on in the world as well. Concerning the way our leaders have been depriving humanity of their freedom. freedom. And there's a lot of litigation going on with big groups of people that are fighting against the New World Order, the boundaries, the constraints. It's Clash of the Titans. The Titans up there are fighting the light. And it's all reflected down here. Let's see what the Sibilas have got today. 3 of Swords, Vedovo. This is the widower. We have the domestico, which is the supposedly our helper, but he's playing in two roles. So he's like a magician, and he's right on the fox. Someone maybe you thought you could trust, or there's trust issues here concerning the domestico, the help that is offered to us, whether it's around our house or, in our, wherever we're residing. Okay. So there are trust issues, and there's a sense of loss here with the 3 of Swords. And we've got the merchant, number 13, who's thinking very carefully about this offer, this contract, or whatever it is he's dealing with. Remember, he's import-export. He's got his own business, but he could also be a business owner thinking of a relationship, a contract concerning a relationship. So he's putting a lot of thought. He's turning his back on the difficult times and looking towards the future. He's a number 13, which does ring the Scorpio energy. Let's take one more. He's looking straight at the ring. And we have the 10 of Cups, which is Constanza, something that is unchanging. Now the Constanza, something constant, someone always being on that same route, let's say, someone that doesn't change things up easily. So we could be talking about, well, this is someone who's got strong Scorpio in their sign. They don't like change. They don't change. They're fixed. So, and this can speak to a visit. So someone thinking of taking a journey as well, that will bring a lot of happiness. Could be a physical or metaphorical journey. Let's take one more. And we've got Amore. So the 4 of Cups, and little Cupid is here. And Cupid does speak to, he is a child, remember. And look at what he's holding, everyone. The bow and arrow. Cupid is the love child of Venus and Mars. Amore does speak to love, or anything it is that we love. Remember, the bow and arrow is pointing straight to someone that does not change easily. And this could also be a love child, an actual child, of course. 4 of Cups, maybe a missed chance in the past. Someone being hit with the poison arrow of Cupid, fallen crazy in love here. Crazy in love, wow. And that could have to do with a past relationship. The possibility here does speak to new beginnings. We have so many aces here. Ace of Cups twice. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the ring, but there's secrecy here. And we've got the Gran Signore, everyone. Number 13 again. Mr. Generous, Mr. King, Mr. I've got a name for myself. I'm from a high society, or I've got a name. I've got an ego, 6 of Wands, someone maybe that's very, very successful at what they do, but this is a person that's in a position of power. And Donna de Servizio, which is the Virgo energy. This could be a timing card. It's a positive energy, 3 of Pentacles, and the Gran Signore. So I don't know if this is a friend, or there's a friendship between you and this Gran Signore. Maybe this Gran Signore is thinking of being generous at this time with their money. It could be a king, could be an emperor. There are transformative energies here. We've got a couple of 13s, the Merchant and the Gran Signore, both number 13s. Thank you, Spirit. Blossoming abundance. Number 3, and we've got contract. So we've got a 9, everyone. Contract, Libran energy, blossoming. He could be someone's boss, yes. Blossoming abundance, a contract. This has got great potential. But remember, we're still at the 9, at the Hermit, in the Virgo season. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we have 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. And the 6th chakra, intuition, sense. Use your intuition. This is a number 4. 4 does speak to, obviously, the Emperor. We've got a 9 and a 4 again. That's a 13, everyone, which does break down to a 4 again. So Scorpio is very prominent, and, well, the Emperor, doesn't matter really what sign they are. Yes, it does speak to Aries. For me, also Taurus. Could be any sign. Someone who maybe has got strong Aquarius as well. I feel here. We've got Leo, Aquarius. So again, the fixed signs. Eight. We've got a 33 here. 41. 41, 42, 47. And 11 is 58. And 7 is 65. That's an 11 again, everyone. Today on the 11th of September. Okay. What I'm wanting to do, I will take another message from the goddesses and sirens, but I want to take a message from the wisdom of the oracle today. I feel called to do that. Those of you that are waiting on personal readings, thank you for your patience. A lot of you know that I always try to get your readings out on time. When I give you an approximate, an approximate time for your personal reading, give it one day before, one day after, you get your reading. Okay, so we've got regeneration, everyone. So the Scorpio energy is here. Number 46, which equals a 10, obviously. Breaks down to an ace. Let's read number 46. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived. That's exactly what I said earlier. In a more authentic, stronger form, whatever you may have perceived as a failure or loss is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. Now, in relationship, the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. So whatever it is you feel you failed in, it's either being replaced by something better or it's changing form. Okay, everyone? So Scorpio, with Venus having ingressed into Scorpio, it's just amazing how the astrology works. I was just thinking that as Venus has ingressed into Scorpio, she will soon be squaring over to Saturn in Aquarius and then being opposed by Uranus. But I think that we'll be doing an astrology look at that for you. There are difficult times ahead, and that's why I feel that the astrology is so on point. And I will be guiding you through more through an astro update, more than likely. Ooh, let's take the top card, shall we? And we have Amaterasu, self-esteem. Self-esteem, self-worth. Maybe that's what's changing for us. That's what needs to change, maybe. Let's quickly read. You are enough. Look to build your self-esteem from the inside out. It's your turn to shine. Be the sunshine in your own life. Amaterasu is the sun goddess of the Shinto faith. She is one of the most loved of the Japanese deities, and there is a rich series of myths surrounding her. Amaterasu lived a peaceful life, very much in harmony with the workings of nature, shining brightly amongst her herd of horses and gardens full of silkworms for her weaving. However, her brother, Susanoo, was much more disruptive and chaotic. In some versions of the story, Susanoo became jealous of his sister and slaughtered her horses and her silkworms, and when Amaterasu came upon such a gruesome and shocking scene, she became so full of grief and hopelessness that she retreated into a cave. This left the earth with no life-giving sun, and all grew cold and dead. The earthly plane became a haven of evil spirits, terrifying everyone, and the people began to die from lack of food. Well, looks like humanity's heading that way, right? No work, no money, no food. And with Uranus moving through Taurus, that is our food as well. It's whatever we intake that makes us feel good. Food is one of them. And also this pandemic, we are heading towards a financial crisis, a global financial crisis. I think that is what is going to be the most important thing in the near future, not the pandemic. Not at all. The other gods and the people waited outside Amaterasu's cave and tried everything to get her to come out again. She refused, never wishing to show her face again. As things grew desperate, Uzumi, the sister goddess of Amaterasu, had an idea. She began to dance a Bodhi dance, lifting up her skirts and singing comically. This brought a roar of approval from the crowd assembled, and laughter was heard ringing across the world. Amaterasu became curious listening to those lively, happy sounds and decided to peep out of her cave. Uzumi, or Azumi, was prepared, though. She had placed a mirror just outside the cave, and when the bright light of dawn, that was the energy of Amaterasu, hit the mirror, the goddess became bedazzled by her own reflection, and her giggling sister was able to pull her out of the cave. That's really interesting with a mirror, and I'm just getting the goosebumps saying that, because the book can be like a mirror where, the reflection is the reflection of that mirror, that uncertainty. What is it? Is it true or is it not? Is that darkness true or is it not? Are we really still in a place of prosperity, but it's the undermining darkness that's trying to give us the perception that it's, doomsday is here? Well, we need to put a stop to that. We need to turn off the TV, everyone. The world became a better place again by her presence, and when you are feeling low in self-esteem, and when perhaps you feel like you are not enough. Oh, what am I saying? The world became a better place again by her presence, and Amaterasu gleaned her true worth. Call upon Amaterasu when you are feeling low in self-esteem and when perhaps you feel like you are not enough. Amaterasu's very name means to shine in heaven, and this is what this goddess encourages us to do, shine our own light. Without building true self-esteem, that is from the inside out. A true love of who you are, we always seem to be limited in what we do. The effects of low self-esteem permeate everywhere. When we don't love ourselves or only rely on others for our love, we often find it difficult to retain balance, hold boundaries, have a healthy body image, be successful, and simply enjoy our life to the full. We see the effects particularly in our shying away from positive risk-taking behavior and growth. So, self-esteem, self-worth. And if someone has been playing with your self-esteem and telling you that you're not good enough, it's time to pack up and move away. It's time to make a getaway. It's time to find an escape route. It's time to do your homework, study, be smart, be intelligent. Okay? Because whatever is going on around you and in your environment is part of your life. You're living that. And where there is darkness, there is no growth. Okay? Anyway, let's take a couple of love messages today. I feel called to. This does speak to a very strong love connection. The fox is looking towards the past. We will be dealing, and we are dealing with past matters, obviously. With so many outer retrograde planets, it's obvious. You stole my heart and my happiness, Three of Swords. I want you back, do you? Three of Cups, which we've also got here in the now position. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Virgo energy. Knight of Pentacles is very slow, sometimes even stopped. So someone's doing their homework. They're looking at the details before they can move forward. I'd weather any storm to be with you. That's the Five of Wands, which is saying that obviously there are storms around, and the storms, Five of Wands is not as heavy as the Five of Swords, but this speaks to conflict, obviously. But someone's willing to do the work, and look at the Eight of Pentacles here. Yes, someone is willing now because they've studied something, they've done the work, they're ready to provide a service to show, and Virgo energy is providing a service, acts of service to show that there is support and there is love. And it's very practical many times because Virgo is a practical sign. Remember though that Pisces is right across as well. And Pisces can speak to deception, but it could also speak to unconditional love. It could also speak to a lot of confusion at this time. I've had enough, you're blocked. So, Nine of Wands. 14 Wands. 14. 14 equals a 5. Again, conflict. Someone doesn't have the patience here. Even though someone is saying here, I'd weather any storm to be with you, they've had so much, they've had enough. They've actually blocked either you or you've blocked them. Maybe they haven't been coming through. They've stopped acting or reacting or sending out messages or whatever it is. So there is doubt here about a reconciliation. Let's see what comes after the Nine of Wands. And we have the King of Swords. So this does speak to either someone having severed ties totally, or this could speak to communication. And again, this is my Aquarius card. King of Swords could also speak to someone dealing with legalities. Maybe that's where they are now, not able to communicate, not able to take action towards this connection, if that is the case. Remember, we've got the Three of Swords right here. So because of trust issues, someone has to put a lot of thought in, a lot of thoughts. But remember that Amore is shooting, is aiming, is targeting happiness, Ten of Cups. And there is the possibility for something new here, a new beginning. This could also speak to communication, quick communication. We've got the Knight of Swords twice. We've got the Strength card, someone wanting to blurt out a lot of news, a lot of messages, a lot of truths, holding themselves back, or they're getting the courage to move forward and speak truths. And the Ten of Swords here, as I said. What's at the bottom here? And the Two of Swords. I feel you. When you're happy or sad, I'm the one for you. Please, God, choose me. So someone's in a dilemma. 2, 5, 8, 13, and 9 is 22. There's that dilemma. That crossroads. All right, everyone. I think I will leave it there. I want to thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. And those of you that are wanting to hear what I've got to say, you could stay on. Anyway, I would be extremely happy if a lot of you, all of you, could send your wishes for quick healing towards my dad, because he's not in a good way at all. And I'd also like to send out my healing energies towards Terry, a loyal friend, a loyal pet of a beautiful lady that watches me all the time. My darling, much healing to beautiful Terry with his paralysis. So the exchange of healing energies between me and you guys is wonderful. Thank you so much for your wishes, for your best wishes to all of you. Now, I'd also like to mention that I had been checking out my dad's chart, natal chart, and it didn't look too healthy around his birthday, which was the 1st of July. And, well, he had taken the advice to go and do what is getting to be mandatory, which is unlawful and against the law. In actuality, he went and did what he was told to do by all the news and, people who have coaxed and manipulated the world through that devilish box, the box called a TV. So I knew that around his birthday things were not looking good. About a month later, his health started going downhill. His lungs filling up with fluid. They're having trouble finding the cause. And not only that, I have mentioned to a lot of you that a very good friend, my niece's dad, who also went and did the same thing, what he was told to do. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to see his grandchildren, or he wouldn't be able to travel wherever he wanted to go. So another elderly that's gone downhill, both bedridden in not a very good way at all. So I would really appreciate your healing, your wishes to those elderly people, or those people who have been coaxed into just doing something that is against their beliefs, and where their health has gone downhill. And I want you also just to take the blinders off and just do your research. Become the hermit. Read between the lines. Listen to both sides. Do whatever it is that your heart is telling you, but do not be coaxed and coerced and forced into something that you do not believe in. That's all I ask of you. Other than that, I will leave it there. I want to thank you all. We are all on this earth right now. There are challenges left, right, and center. And as I've said, next couple of months, even up to Christmas, I'm going to say, will be difficult. From 2022, I feel that things will open up and positivity will come back. The light will come back. Jupiter will do that as he ingresses into Pisces. We need to keep believing, okay, because the light always wins the darkness. And I will leave you with that. I'm going to tell you all, love and light, shine bright. Do not get separated. Do not be on the opposite side with other people. Let them have their own opinion. Okay, we can only come from a place of love, and everyone has got their own opinions, and we need to respect that. But democracy is a big word, and that's something that is challenged at this time. Democracy and freedom, that needs to come back. I do feel at the end of the year things will change, so stay strong, stay smart, do your homework. All right, everyone, love and light. Talk to you soon.